Good morning, my dear students. How are you all? I hope you all are safe and secure. Stay home, stay safe. Welcome to today's English class. In the previous class, we have completed our reading A, True Height. Now, let us start with our reading B. What is a player? About the poet. Jessica Taylor was born in Louisiana. She is a young poetess. She had developed her love for music and poetry at an early age. Most of her poems have focused on emotional issues with an emotional touch. Loneliness, I miss you, I hate, and I am worried are some of her popular poems. Stanza 1. A player is one who doesn't give up at the sight of defeat. According to the poet, a true player is one who never gives up in the event of defeat. Meaning of give up, leave. So, he doesn't give up the defeat because success and failure are common in sports and games, but learns from their mistakes and puts them beneath. A true player learns from mistakes and forgets the mistakes as early as possible. Means he puts them beneath. Meaning of beneath, at a lower level. He puts his mistakes at a lower level. A player is one who doesn't give up at the sound of the buzzer. Means the player should not give at the sound of the buzzer. Meaning of buzzer, an electrical device that makes a buzzing noise and is used for signaling. Always giving what they have from one side of the court to the other. You can see in the picture, children, whatever they have, they are giving to the one side of the court to the other. They are following the rules and regulations. A player is one who doesn't whine about their play time. So, according to the poet says that a player is one who doesn't whine. Meaning of whine, complain. He doesn't complain about their playtime because a player knows it's an unacceptable crime. According to the poet, complaining about the playtime is an unacceptable crime. Meaning of unacceptable, not satisfactory. Meaning of crime, illegal behavior or activities. A player is one who practices game speed. The players should be ready to play at any time and under any conditions. Every game has certain speed, so they should practice the game speed. Always keeping in mind that their shots are not guaranteed. So, players practice according to their game speed and always keeps in the mind that their each and every shots are not guaranteed. Meaning of guaranteed, for which a guarantee is provided. A player is one who doesn't settle for anything less. Though a player is not the best, he has to play to the best of their ability to win the game. They should not compromise and settle for anything less than the victory. Even knowing that they are not the best, they even know that they are not the best, they go on practicing very seriously. They will be the ones you see outside practicing. You can see the players always practicing outside. Day or night, rain or shine. You can see the players always practicing day or night or rain or shine. Meaning of shine, give out a bright light. They are the ones running on hurt ankles, admitting they are fine. The poet says that the players admit that they are fine even though they are injured. Meaning of ankle, the joint connecting the foot with the leg. The players say that they take all the injuries lightly. A player is one who has a strong, sensible mind. The poet is often the opinion that a player should be strong, sensible mind. Meaning of sensible, practical and reasonable. Never pondering about failing, only contemplating prevailing. The poet says that the players should not think about their failures of the past but focus on the present game. Meaning of contemplating, considering about. Meaning of prevailing, prove more powerful. So according to the poets, the opinion of a playing that the player should be strong and sensible. They should not think about the failures of the past but focus on the present game. A player is one who doesn't chicken out. Meaning of chicken out, to decide not to do something because of fear. The poet says that the player should not get disturbed and lose the confidence. Who wants to be in the game when everything counts. So who wants to be? The player wants to be continued in the game. So he thinks that each and every count is important for him. Now that is a true player. So he or she, because of all the above things, they are the true player. Once again, let us go through the summary of each stanza. Summary of stanza 1. A player is the one who learns from mistakes but never gives up at the sight of defeat. He always tries to give and do what he can do but never waits for buzzer. Summary of stanza 2. A player knows that whining about the playtime is an unacceptable crime and never does it. As he keeps in mind that their shots are guaranteed, he practices every day to increase game speed. Summary of third stanza. A player never settles for anything less, though he knows that their team is not the best. He always tries to perfect himself. The players practice day or night in rain or shine. They run on hurt ankles, admitting they are fine. Summary of stanza 4. A player has so strong and sensible mind that he never ponders about failing, but always thinks of the victory. He never chicken outs, but be in the game counting everything. Again, let us go through the glossary. First, meaning of give up, leave. Meaning of beneath, at a lower level. Meaning of whine, complain. Meaning of unacceptable, not satisfactory. Meaning of pondering, thinking about something carefully for a period of time. Meaning of contemplating, considering about. Meaning of shine, give out a bright light. Meaning of chicken out, to decide not to do something because of fear. Meaning of prevailing, prove more powerful. Meaning of ankle, the joint connecting the foot with the leg. Meaning of crime, illegal behavior or activities decorative. Meaning of sensible, practical and reasonable. Meaning of guaranteed, for which a guarantee is provided. Coming to the comprehension questions. First question. What are the qualities that a true player should have? What are the qualities should a true player should have, children? Yes, a true player, one who doesn't give up at the sight of defeat and learns from mistake and forget the mistakes as early as possible. The mistakes which he have done, he will never repeat it again, and he forgets the mistake as early as possible. Whether the player is he or she, doesn't complain about their play time. The players practices according to the game speed. A true player admits that he or she is not the best and practices day or night. The player has a strong, sensible mind. A true player never fears about success or failure. You can see the qualities of a true player. He learns from the mistakes and he forgets the mistakes as early as possible. A true player doesn't complain about their playtime. A true player practices according to the game speed. The true player admits is not the best and practices day or night. He practices, the true player practices day or night. The true player is very strong, sensible mind. A true player never fears about success or failure. Coming to the second question. What, according to the poet, is an unacceptable crime of a player? What is the unacceptable crime? According to the poet, complaining about the playtime is an unacceptable crime. So children, according to the poet, what is the unacceptable crime of a player? That is, the playtime is an unacceptable crime. A true player never thinks seriously about the time of play. A true player concentrates on the play irrespective of the play time. What is the unacceptable crime of a player according to the poet, children? Is the playtime, about the playtime is an unacceptable crime. The true player never thinks seriously about the time of the play. He only concentrates on the play time. Third question. Which game do you like the most? So my dear children, which game you like the most? Write down I like. Write the name of the game, whatever you like. I like the game the most. What are the qualities of a player stated in the poem? So first of all, you have to write the qualities of a player stated in the poem. So first of all, I like write the game in the poem the most. It is my favorite game. The following are the qualities of a player stated in the poem. Let us discuss in the point wise, children. What are the qualities of a player? First point, not giving up at the sight of defeat, learning from mistakes, not complaining about the playtime, practicing according to the game speed, practicing day or night, having strong and sensible mind, fearless about success and failure. So these are the qualities of a player stated in the poem. Next, which of them do you have? So in the given qualities, which quality do you have? Mention down. So here, I also have some qualities of a true player. According to my opinion, I am writing here. I usually never give up at the sight of defeat. I learn from mistakes. I have no fear about success or failure. Fourth question. The poet talks about certain do's and don'ts for a true player. List them out in the following table. One is done for you. So in the given tabular form, the poet says that the true player does and true player doesn't. So list them. What are the things the poet does, the player does, and the player doesn't? So one is done for you. First one, the player does the regular practice. The player doesn't give up at the sight of defeat, isn't it? The player does the regular practice to improve his game speed. The player doesn't give up at the sight of defeat. Never thinks about to defeat. The player forgets mistakes and learn from them. The player doesn't give up the sound of the buzzer. Third one, the player practice according to the game speed. The player don't complain about their playtime. The player fight to the best of their ability. The player don't settle for anything less. The player practice anytime, whether it may be day or night. The player practice goes on practice on day or night. Don't be afraid of their injuries. They are not at all afraid about their injuries. They hurt their ankles. Also, the players be strong and sensible. They are always strong and sensible. Don't think about their failure. They doesn't think about their failure. The players be confident while playing. The true players be confident while they are playing. The true player don't fear about anything. They are not bothering. They won't fear about anything. Coming to your home assignment, children. Read the following stanza from the poem What is a Player? And answer the given following questions. First question. According to the poet, the unacceptable crime of player is. What is the unacceptable crime of the player? It is complaining about the play time. Second question. If a player whines about his play time, he would. What happens if he whines? What is the meaning of whines? Complains. If he complains about his play time, what happens? He disqualifies from the game. Third question. Why should a player practice game speed? Why should he practice? Because he should to improve his footwork skills, to improve cardiorespiratory stamina, to decrease the risk of injury. So, what is the answer? All the above three sentences are the correct answers. Fourth question. What images do you immediately on reading the above stanza? What do you get immediately on reading the above stanza? What images do you get, children? Qualities of a player. The acceptable crime of a player according to the poet is. What is the acceptable crime? Yes, whining about the playtime, complaining about the playtime is an acceptable crime. Coming to the last one, arrange the following action words or sentences in the sequential order as per the stanza. According to the stanza, how are they mentioned there? First one, whine, crime, practices, shots. So, the sentences itself are in the given form. Answer is A, B, C, D. Section B, coming to the vocabulary and grammar part. Some of the words are taken from the poem. Follow the direction and choose the correct answer. First one, whine. Choose the opposite word of the bold word. What is the opposite of whine? Appreciate. Second one, crime. Choose the opposite word of crime. Benevolence. Choose the meaning of the word practice. What is the meaning of the word practice? Implementation. A person who thinks only of himself is called eccentric. A person only thinks about himself is called an eccentric. A life history written by somebody else is called a life history is written by somebody writes their another person's life history. It is called a biography. My dear children, write the classwork and the given home assignment and send it to my given WhatsApp number. Thank you.